Okay, y'all, let's talk about it. So, Beyond the Gates, episode 28 and 29. Okay. So, Martin and Smitty get into it. Okay. Martin and Smitty is arguing or having an altercation about, Martin keeps on having dreams, and Smitty feels like Martin is hiding something from him, which he is. So, Martin goes to his grandparents to try to talk about it, and his grandparents is basically saying, like, well, you going forward with being the president is going to make your secret come out. Like, you're not going to be able to hide it much longer. Maybe you having these dreams to let you know, like, your ambitions is too big. Like, you need to chill or just, remain a congressman or whatever the case may be. But he not having it. So the grandkids, Martin is Smitty's children, Terrell and Samantha, the twins. They end up spending the day with Anita and Vernon. Okay, going over their schoolwork and just vibing and kicking in with their great grandparents around. So then we have Chelsea is finally going forward with the full photo shoot. So they're going to do one last photo shoot runway show, and everybody's preparing for it, and Danny is really happy about it. Because Chelsea gets to showcase her bag in the runway show. And she gets to be a part of Chelsea's whatever she's doing. Bill, on the other hand, he's making Naomi feel really bad, because about going against him in a courtroom, and he's basically like having these health problems and stuff like that, and it's making Naomi second guess, like, being so hard on him, or whatever the case may be. So she goes and talks to Danny about it, and she tells Danny, and Danny was like, well, and Danny is a really good mom. Like, she was basically saying, like, even though what happened between me and your dad and whatever he did, married your best friend and betrayed us all, blah, blah, blah. She was basically saying, like, he's still your dad, there's no need for you to, like, shut him out from being your father and different things like that. Like, you're still his daughter, like that. And so she's basically trying to tell her to give her a chance. Now, Chelsea came on the scene, and she approached her father, and she basically said, like, you got your wife coming in here trying to persuade me and stuff like that, and it's not going to work, blah, blah, blah. She basically was telling her, like, how hurt and betrayed she was at what her father, at what Bill did, and, she don't know if she can ever forgive Bill for what he had done. Now, Vanessa finds out that Joey, lied about his mother, that his mother's really dead. Joey came up with some excuse, and was like, yeah, I didn't want to tell you that that I lied and said it was my mother because I'm old and I'm having these problems, and I didn't want you to think that something was wrong with me. Like, some stupid ass shit, and they all fell for it. Like, she fell for it for real. And I'm just like, wow, like, that's really crazy. But she's still working closely with Joey, so she's not heeding anything. Like, she's not even heeding the fact that this man is a complete impulsive liar. Like, he lied about his dead mother. Okay? But she's still, doing business with him or whatever. And she liked the attention from him because, truthfully, she's not even getting no attention from Doug right now. So any attention from any of these guys, I'm pretty sure Vanessa will be loving, okay? And then we get to Ted and fucking Dana, okay, a.k.a. Leslie. Okay, Dana must be her real name, or Leslie, I don't know. But Dana, Leslie, whatever the fuck her name is, okay, and Ted. So Ted pops up on Leslie this time. It ain't Leslie doing the popping up. Ted tracks Leslie ass down, okay, in the apartment. So he talking to her, and he's like telling her, like, I thought you were supposed to have got away. He gave her a big ass stack of money, and told her to disappear. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to see you around here no more. She started threatening him, like, yeah, well, I wonder what your wife gonna think about me, and this and that, and blah, blah, blah. So Nicole and Eva is going to go visit the girl that's in the hospital who was Nicole's assistant. Okay, Eva is Nicole's temporary assistant. She got that job because Leslie or Dana or whoever, she ran the assistant off the road, okay, so that Eva could get that position. So they goes and visit, Eva and Nicole goes and visit the girl at the hospital or whatever, and Eva is feeling kind of guilty because she kind of felt like in the back of her mind, her mom had something to do with it, and while she's in the hospital. But they get to talking about some stuff, and then Nicole was like, yeah, she needed something printed out or something like that. So Eva was like, yeah, I'll run over to my apartment, get my computer real quick, and then I'll come back with the documents and stuff. As she gets to the fucking apartment, Ted is in the apartment, okay, running in that apartment with Dana Leslie, okay, Dana Leslie, okay. But Ted don't see her because his back is towards the door. So as she comes in, she is shocked. So she don't go all the way in. She goes back out because, they don't want Ted to know that she's affiliated with Leslie or whatever. So then after Ted leaves, Eva comes back in there and she was like, wow, like, why was he over here? What was going on? And Dana was pretty much saying like, yeah, he think he gonna give me this money so I can leave or whatever the case may be. I'm not going nowhere, and so basically, what's her name? Eva, she was like, well, he gave us his money. Is it that bad? Maybe we should leave him alone or whatever. But Leslie got bigger plans. She's still planning on exposing him at that anniversary party. So, yeah, this is really crazy. I can't wait to see. I know that the episodes aired already about the exposure because I seen it online, but I didn't, really watch the whole episode or whatever. I just seen, one little clip. So I know they had aired already, but I just can't wait to see, how that whole situation go down. Okay, with this whole Martin situation. And then Martin is trying to find out who's bullying his kids. So he about to get really involved and go to the principal. Okay, and that's about to start a whole bunch of shit with the kids in the school because they don't want the principal getting involved, in their little situation or whatever. But he about to go to the principal and talk to the principal and find out what's going on with his son and, if his son is being bullied or not or whatever. But yeah. It's kind of interesting. I want to see how the situation with Martin plays out, especially with this big old secret. What is this secret that's so big, okay, that caused? And I feel like Martin might have had off somebody or something like that. You feel me? But I want to know what this huge secret is because they said it can affect all of them, even the kids. So it's a secret that even the kids is involved, and the kids could get affected by it as well. I'm excited to see how Chelsea's purse line is going to go and how this fashion line is going to go because everybody's excited about it. And I also just want to see how Eva is going to feel after all this, once everything is exposed and once Ted finds out how everybody's going to treat her because Nicole is even considering keeping her as an assistant even when her assistant comes out of the hospital. So she was like, I don't mind. We might have 2 assistants. But she never brought this up to Eva. But, she's still trying to, they all like Eva. So they don't want to let Eva go. So, yeah, I'm just excited to see, how all this going to play out. So, yeah, let me know what y'all think. Let's talk about it.